Good morning. How are you today? I have just been chuckling and smiling today a lot. Just little things, little teeny tiny things keep happening. The little synchronicities keep showing up. I was playing with dragonflies yesterday, and my little one brought me a dragonfly he drew this morning. And so the messages abound, and that is what happens. I had an interesting day yesterday. I want to explain kind of where I was. I had set aside the day to work on writing a book that I have to complete by the next week to 10 days. And it was the first day I've had where I really set aside the whole time to specifically write the book and work on it so that I could get a big chunk of it done. And it didn't matter what I tried to do. I could not get myself in the space to sit down and write. I just kept feeling like I needed to expand out of this body. I was feeling so restricted. I felt like, gosh, I need freedom. I need to be free of what I'm feeling wrapped in and tight in and that kind of thing. And I just kept going into deep contemplations, and they were very expansive thoughts. And I also felt this extreme tiredness yesterday, and I could not define what it was because I knew I had slept, and I was eating and I was drinking, and it just didn't make sense to me, although I knew it made sense to me. I mean, I've written about this in my book, Conversations with the Universe, and I'm sitting there going, okay, what is this feeling? Where is this feeling taking me? What is it about? Because whenever we have certain feelings that go on in our body, we think they're really going on because of something that's happening right in that moment. But when we have situations that take place in our lives that truly impact us on a very, very deep level, they leave an imprint, and they leave an emotional imprint as well. And the emotional imprint of that day was extreme tiredness and this sense of needing to be free. And I could not figure out, what is this? What is this? And, sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees, or I just couldn't get myself in that linear place of look at a calendar and see what day it is. Had I done that, it would have instantly been solved. But I was so in the moment with the feeling that I didn't get into my head about trying to figure it out in that way. I was trying to be in my body to figure out feeling it that way. And then a little later in the day, I received a message, and it had me realize what date it was. And yesterday was actually the anniversary of my wedding anniversary. And as many of you may or may not know, I divorced this year in January. And so this was the first anniversary that I'm not married. And I was struck in awe by a couple of things. Number one, that I didn't even remember it, that it didn't even dawn on me, which in itself is something for me to look at and contemplate. From two angles. From one angle of not even wanting to be aware or aware of it, or from the angle of, goodness, I really have healed through this. This is complete, that it didn't even need to come up. But my body still carried something. My body carried the memory of the tiredness or the sense of myself needing freedom within that relationship that I didn't have, because I really kept myself small in that relationship. I never allowed myself to expand fully into my own power, to extend that power out, because I was trying to stay small so that others could feel big, so that others could be in their spotlight. And so this really gave me an opportunity to be with that spirit within me that had gotten so tired and so weary and just really needed the space to be seen and felt. And so I wanted to bring this up because it's such a profound message, and most people don't even realize why they feel the way they do on certain days. But if you read my book, Conversations with the Universe, there's a whole section on how this happens and why this happens and what this means. And so, got itchy allergies, what this all means. And so there's just so much about the world that is speaking to us, and we look over it just as surface things rather than for what the real meanings are. So I invite you to do that. And today, the writing is flowing. So we'll see. My goal is to get about 20 or 25 pages done today. We will see what happens. I've got an interview tonight, 11:11 Talk Radio, a live interview. So looking forward to that. Tune in at 7 p.m. on that. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, let you know what else is going on. I've got the Kickstarter, campaign going on the Rebel Road Tour, And that's kind of inching up, and there's lots of little lessons going on there and lots of experiences. And I have a general idea as to what's happening there, but I want to see how this plays out, because the 29th at 11:11 p.m. is the final moment of either making that Kickstarter campaign or not. So we will see. You can visit the Rebel Road on Kickstarter.com if you want to find out more about what that is. Or go to the rebelroad.com website. You can just click the pop-up banner and it'll take you right there. But I'm wishing you a most beautiful day, letting you know that there is nothing that is random, nothing that is a coincidence, and even synchronicities, well, that's what we call the magic of the universe talking to us. So enjoy the magic, enjoy the conversations, and have a whole bunch of synchronicities happen in your life. In love, of love, and with love, I'm Simran Singh. Be well. Talk to you tomorrow.